Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. Oh, it is rainy outside and Miss Hales is feeling really tired today. Hopefully you have a little bit more energy than I do. We're going to get started on a new unit today. We're going to be learning some new things. And so of course we'll start with the old because this is what helps support us in all of our new learning. So we're going to do our letter, the keyword, and the sound. So here we go. Say it with me. A is for apple, ah. B is for bat, b, b, b. C is for cat, k, k, k. D is for dog, d, d, d. E is for ed, eh. F is for fun, f. G is for game, g, g, g. H is for hat, I is for itchy, I. J is for jug, j, j, j. K is for kite, k, k, k. L is for lamp, ooh. M is for man, N is for nut, O is for octopus, ah. P is for pan, p, p, p. Q is for queen, R is for rat, S is for snake, T is for top, t, t, t. U is for up, V is for van, W is for wind, X is for fox, x, x, x. Y is for yellow, Z is for zebra, Z. WH is for whistle, CK is for chin, ch, ch, ch. SH is for ship, sh. TH is for thumb, th. CK is for sock, k, k, k. Very nice. Okay, the first thing we're going to do today is review some vowel sounds, okay? Specifically the A, the O, and the I, okay? So we're going to emphasize the way that the sound looks in our mouth and sounds. So when we do ah, we've done this in school before where we've said ah, like you're pretending that you're crying. Ah, do that one with me. Ah, stretch out that sound. Here's your hand motion like you're wiping your eyes. Ah, do you see how my mouth is open when I say that? Ah, okay. Now let's review the O. The O, you're going to point to your mouth and you're going to say ah, ah. Do that with me. When you see an O in the middle of a word, a three-letter word, it's going to say it's the short vowel sound, which is ah, ah. And then the last one is I. Do you see how the shape of my mouth is a little bit closed when I say I? You can see my tongue a little bit, but my mouth is not open like it is when I say ah. It's I. So you're going to point to your chin and you're going to say I, I. Okay, let's do all three of them. Are you ready? The first one is, do it with me, ah. O says ah, ah. And I says eh, eh. Good, let's do it one more time. Here we go. Ah, ah, eh. Very good. Now, we're going to learn two tricky words today. The tricky words that we will learn are very simple. You've seen them a million times before, especially when you're reading. But it's these two. This word and this word. Okay? The reason that they're tricky is because they don't follow the same rules that we follow with most letters. Okay? Sometimes in the English language things get tricky. Okay? So, when you see this word in a sentence, the sound that we know that it makes is the sound ah, right? But when we're reading it in a sentence or a phrase, we read it like What letter does that sound like to you? Sounds like the letter U. Makes the sound for the letter U. So if I said, I read a book, or I see a car, I'm going to read the A, but it's going to sound like the U or the sound, okay? The same thing for the letter E in the word the, right? If we were to sound this out the way that it's written, we would say because E says right? Usually it does. It says But in this case, when we're reading the word, the E says like you in the word up, okay? The. Do you hear the difference? It's not the, it's the. So I have a few phrases that we're going to take turns to read, okay? And they're random, meaning the A pronounced and the word the are intermixed here. So here we go. Let's try reading this one. This is the word the pig. The pig. You read this one. What does that one say? The dog. Good. Oh, this one isn't the, but it's the A pronounced like the U that says a. A band. I saw a band in the parade. Good. Let's try this one. The sand. When I go to the beach, I like to play in the sand. Good. Here's another one. Read that one for us. Sound it out. A van. I saw a van on my way home from the store. What does this one say? Remember, SH says shh. A ship. A ship. There was a ship out in the ocean. Look, here's SH at the end of a word. Read that one for us. Okay, now let's read it together. A dish. A dish. My mom had a dish of cookies on the table. There's another one. Can you read that one? The pond. Pond. The pond. I caught, oh, here's one. Let's do this. The fish. Now let's put them together. I caught the fish in the pond. The fish, the pond. How about this one? A lamp. A lamp was on the bedside table. A lamp. What about this one? Can you read that one? Remember, TH says th. A path. A path. She walked on a path to get to her house. We have a few more. Are you doing a nice job with the and with the ending sound as kind of like the letter U, right? The spot. the spot, the spot. CH says ch. Read this one. A chip. The bird flew away with a chip that it found on the ground. Sometimes we see that in the parking lot, right? Those seagulls come down, look for chips and fries and leftover food. Let's try to read this one together. A quilt. A quilt. There was a quilt on the bed. You're doing a good job. Let's try this one. The mug. The mug was filled with hot chocolate. Read with me. A crab. A crab. A crab has pinchy claws, don't they? And let's read this last one. The king. The king. The king declared a holiday for all the people in the land. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is a worksheet, just like we would do if we were in school. Now that we've learned that THE says the and A when we're reading it in a sentence says let's do a couple on our worksheet, okay? Now after we're finished with this, there's going to be a lesson for you on Nearpod for you to finish. And we're going to have lessons on there probably every day, just like in math. When you have lessons on Nearpod, we're going to have them for our language arts lessons too. Okay, so let's see if I can move this computer out of the way and get this a little bit closer so you can see it better. Okay, let's read our sentence. It says, Mom went in the shop. Read it with me. Mom went in the shop. Okay, so what we're going to do is I would like for you to circle, or I'm going to do it for you, but when you're doing your paper on Nearpod, I want you to circle the tricky words, the and the okay, so I'm going to circle it. And then what do you think I'm going to do with these lines right here? Of course, I'm going to write the word on the line. Here we go. The. Just like that. Mom went in the shop. Okay. Now we're going to look for the word in here. Let's read this one. This is about a boy named Seth. Seth got the best hug. I wonder who we got that best hug from. Seth got the best hug. What's the tricky word in that sentence? Do you see it? It's the word the. Again, and the E is underlined in those to remind you that the E says and not That would sound silly, wouldn't it, if we said Seth got the best hug. That doesn't make any sense, does it? So even though this is a tricky word, this is one that kind of makes sense to us because we say the word the all the time. Here we go. Let's do this one. See how many tricky words are in sentence number 3. The kid had a frog. The kid had a frog. Do you see more than one in that sentence? What do you see? I see the kid had I see a frog. Now we circled 2, so we're going to write 2. The and then okay? And the last sentence says, Mom got a quilt. I wonder what she got a quilt for. Maybe she got a quilt for her birthday or for Christmas, or maybe she just got a quilt for the bed. Mom got a quilt. So the tricky word in there is the word We're going to circle it, and then we're going to write it. See how easy that is? And see how smart you are? Did you pronounce them all the right way? So what you're going to do is on Nearpod, right below this video, there's a little link for you to click. You're going to click on that and then you're going to do your worksheet. It's going to look just like this, except the sentences will be different. You're going to circle the tricky word in each sentence and then you're going to write the tricky word down on the lines. Okay, there are two worksheets, basically a front and a back of the same page, but you're going to do them as two separate worksheets and then you're going to submit them and turn them in so that I can see what great work you're doing. Okay? I hope that you have a lovely afternoon. We will see you right back here tomorrow for more learning. Bye!